Welcome to Fundamentals for Business Owners. If you are building a business, thinking about starting one, or trying to become more consistent as the person leading it, this lesson is going to help you build a stronger foundation. Because business is not only about having a good idea, it is about learning how to set goals, manage your time, stay organized, build habits, communicate effectively, recover from setbacks, and hold yourself accountable long enough to actually create results. A lot of people start a business with excitement, but they struggle when things get unclear, overwhelming, inconsistent, or emotionally challenging. That does not mean they are not capable. It usually means they are missing structure. In this presentation, we are going to walk through the core fundamentals that help business owners stay focused, make better decisions, and keep moving forward even when the path gets messy. These are not just productivity tips, these are leadership skills. Because when you become the person, you can set a goal, create a plan, follow through, adjust when needed, and stay connected to the bigger vision, you become much more than someone with a business idea. You become the operator of your own empire. So, as we go through this, I want you to think about your own business, your current goals, and the ideas where you may need more clarity, structure, support, or accountability. Let's begin. Setting clear, specific, and measurable goals is the first crucial step in building accountability. Without clarity, it's easy to lose focus and become overwhelmed by the tasks ahead. A well defined goal should have a clear endpoint and measurable criteria so you know when it's achieved. The SMART, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time bound method is one of the most popular frameworks for setting goals that are concrete and actionable. By defining your goals this way, you create a roadmap to success and establish a clear purpose for your daily actions. Beyond SMART goals, it's important to distinguish between outcome goals and process goals. Outcome goals are the end results you wish to achieve, like launching a successful business or losing weight. Process goals, on the other hand, focus on the actions required to reach those outcomes, like completing daily sales calls or adhering to a fitness routine. Focusing on process goals is essential for long term accountability because they are under your direct control, while outcome goals can be influenced by external factors. Finally, clarity in your goals helps prioritize what's important and what's not. Ambiguity often leads to procrastination or distraction, but when your goals are clear, decision making becomes easier. Every day, you can assess whether your actions are aligned with your objectives. This sense of clarity not only keeps you accountable, but also boosts your productivity and confidence, knowing that every effort is moving you closer to your desired outcomes. Effective time management and prioritization are essential components of accountability. The foundation of good time management is the ability to distinguish between tasks that are urgent and important and those that are neither. This can be accomplished using techniques like the Eisenhower matrix, which helps individuals sort tasks into categories: urgent and important, important but not urgent, urgent but not important, and neither urgent or nor important. Focusing on what is both important and urgent prevents last minute scrambles and helps you make better use of your time. Time blocking is another powerful tool to maintain focus and accountability. By scheduling specific blocks of time for each activity, you create a visual structure for your day that prevents aimless multitasking. Rather than juggling multiple tasks at once, time blocking encourages single tasking, which is proven to improve both productivity and the quality of work. When each task has a designated time slot, it becomes harder to procrastinate and you can measure your progress more accurately. Prioritization also involves learning to say no to distractions or commitments that don't align with your goals. Many people struggle with this with overcommitting, which dilutes their focus and hampers accountability. Understanding your limits and focusing on high impact activities ensures that you dedicate your time and energy to tasks that will move the needle. This focus on the essentials boosts both your personal productivity and overall sense of accomplishment. Accountability is significantly strengthened by having a support system of peers, mentors, or accountability partners. These individuals provide encouragement, offer fresh perspectives, and hold you to the commitments you've made. Sharing your goals with others can create a sense of public accountability where you're more likely to follow through on your promises because you've voiced them to someone else. This social reinforcement is a powerful motivator. An effective support system also provides constructive feedback, which helps you grow and stay on track. Often, we are too close to our own situations to recognize blind spots or areas for improvement. A mentor or accountability partner can point out inefficiencies in your process, suggest new approaches, and help you think critically about the actions you're taking. By surrounding yourself with people who genuinely care about your progress, you create an environment conducive to growth. Lastly, your support system is there to celebrate your wins and offer guidance during setbacks. Accountability isn't just about pushing through obstacles, it's also about recognizing achievements along the way. Celebrating small victories with your support network not only boosts your morale, but also reinforce the behaviors and habits that lead to success. Conversely, when challenges arise, this network helps you stay resilient and focused, reminding you of your long term vision. Habits are the building blocks of long term success and accountability. The process of forming new habits often starts small, focusing on manageable actions that can be easily repeated. For example, rather than committing to an hour of exercise daily, start with 10 minutes and gradually build up. This concept of micro habits is central to habit formation because it eliminates the overwhelming pressure of massive change and allows consistency to develop. One effective strategy for habit formation is habit stacking, which involves linking a new habit to an existing routine. For instance, if you already have a habit of making coffee every morning, you can stack a new habit like journaling your daily goals right after. This helps reinforce the new habit by associating it with a well established one. The more automatic your habits become, the less mental energy you need to devote to maintaining accountability. Sustaining habits over the long term requires patience and the ability to adapt. It's important to acknowledge that setbacks will happen and that the key to success lies in your ability to recommit. Tools like habit tracking apps or visual habit trackers provide feedback on your progress and keep you motivated. Accountability partners can also help reinforce these habits, checking in with you regularly to ensure you're staying on track. The consistency of habit building ultimately lays the foundation for reliable self accountability. To stay accountable, it's essential to track your progress in a way that is both organized and transparent. Without clear tracking systems, it becomes difficult to measure how far you've come or identify areas where you might be falling behind. Many people use digital tools like Trello, Asana, or simple spreadsheets to monitor their progress and stay organized. These tools allow you to break down large goals into smaller, actionable steps and ensure you are always aware of what's next. Progress tracking also provides an opportunity to celebrate small wins along the way. Each completed task or milestone can give you a sense of accomplishment, keeping you motivated and reinforcing positive behaviors. These wins might seem small in isolation, but over time, they compound into significant progress. By reviewing your progress weekly or monthly, you get a clear picture of how much you've achieved and whether you are on track to meet your larger objectives. Finally, staying organized is a matter of discipline. Regularly updating your progress tracker, maintaining a clean workspace, and ensuring you have a clear overview of your priorities all contribute to a stronger sense of control. Being organized is not just about preventing chaos, it's about fostering an environment where focus, clarity, and accountability thrive. When your tasks are organized, your mind is freer to concentrate on the work itself rather than worrying about what might fall through the cracks. Self awareness is key to personal accountability. It involves understanding your strengths, weaknesses, motivations, and the emotional triggers that might derail your progress. A highly self aware individual can anticipate challenges and take proactive steps to address them before they become overwhelming. Regular reflection, whether through journaling or meditation, helps you maintain this awareness and makes it easier to stay on track with your goals. Reflection also helps in identifying patterns of behavior that may be holding you back. For example, if you notice that you tend to procrastinate on certain types of tasks, reflecting on why this happens can help you implement strategies to counter it. Whether it's perfectionism, fear of failure, or simple disinterest, Acknowledging these emotional responses is the first step toward overcoming them. Reflection encourages personal growth and provides insight into how you can better manage yourself in the future. In addition, self awareness enhances your ability to set realistic expectations and boundaries. Knowing your limits help you prevent burnout and ensure that you stay focused on what truly matters. It's easy to overcommit when you lack self awareness, leading to frustration and a weakened sense of accountability. But by regularly reflecting on your workload, energy levels, and emotional well being, you can adjust your commitments and strategies to ensure long term success. Procrastination is a major obstacle to accountability and productivity. It often stems from the fear of failure, perfectionism, or simply feeling overwhelmed by the magnitude of a task. To combat procrastination, it's essential to break down larger tasks into smaller, more manageable steps. The Pomodoro technique, where you work in focused 25-minute intervals followed by short breaks, is a popular method to stay productive and avoid procrastination. Another effective approach is to identify the underlying reasons behind your procrastination. Are you avoiding the task because it feels too difficult? Or maybe you're unclear about where to start. By identifying these barriers, you can tackle the root cause of procrastination head on. For instance, setting a timer for just 10 minutes to start a task can reduce the feeling of being overwhelmed and help you build momentum. Once you've started, it's often easier to keep going. Lastly, creating a reward system for task completion can motivate you to push through procrastination. The rewards don't have to be extravagant. A short break, a cup of coffee, or watching a favorite show can serve as incentives for finishing your work. Accountability partners can also help by providing external motivation and checking in with you regularly. The more you practice overcoming procrastination, the more disciplined and accountable you become in achieving your goals. Emotional resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks, frustration, and stress. It's a critical skill for accountability because pursuing ambitious goals often involves facing challenges and failures. When you're emotionally resilient, you're better able to stay focused and committed, even when things don't go as planned. Emotional resilience also involves learning how to manage stress in a healthy way, whether through mindfulness, physical activity, or relaxation techniques. One key aspect of emotional resilience is the ability to reframe setbacks as learning opportunities. Instead of seeing failure as a reflection of your capabilities, view it as a feedback that helps you improve. This mindset shifts make it easier to recover from mistakes and keep moving forward. With resilience, you can maintain your sense of accountability even in difficult situations because you trust that challenges are temporary and solvable. Support from accountability partners and peers also plays a role in building resilience. They can provide perspective during tough times and remind you of your long term goals when you're feeling discouraged. Emotional resilience is strengthened through practice. Each time you face a challenge and recover from it, you build the mental and emotional muscles needed to handle the next obstacle. This continuous growth not only boosts your accountability, but also helps you maintain a positive outlook during the pursuit of your goals. Effective communication is essential for accountability, especially when working with teams or accountability partners. Being able to clearly express your goals, progress, and any obstacles you face ensures that everyone is on the same page. It also creates a space for open dialogue where others can provide feedback or offer assistance when needed. Assertive communication, in particular, allows you to express your needs and boundaries without hesitation, fostering mutual respect and understanding. Assertiveness also helps when it comes to settling expectations. Whether you're communicating with a boss, colleague, or accountability partner, being assertive allows you to set clear, realistic expectations about what you can achieve and when. If you're feeling overwhelmed or need help, assertive communication ensures that you address the issue before it becomes a problem. This honestly and transparency are key to maintaining trust and ensuring that your accountability framework is strong. Finally, being an assertive communicator helps in managing distractions and commitments that don't align with your goals. By saying no to unnecessary obligations or politely declining projects that aren't a priority, you maintain your focus on what truly matters. It's about standing firm in your decisions and not feeling guilty for protecting your time and energy. This kind of communication not only strengthens your accountability, but also helps you stay aligned with your long term vision. Staying motivated and focused over the long term is a challenge for anyone working toward big goals. While initial excitement might carry you through the first few weeks, maintaining that momentum requires conscious effort. One effective strategy is to connect your daily actions to a larger, emotionally compelling why. When you understand why you're working toward a goal, it's easier to stay motivated through difficult periods. This why could be tied to personal fulfillment, financial freedom, or making a difference in the world. Vision boards, journaling, and visual reminders of your goals can also help maintain motivation. Having a visual representation of what you're working toward keeps your objectives top of mind. Similarly, breaking down your larger goals into smaller, short term milestones provides a sense of accomplishment along the way, keeping you focused and preventing overwhelm. These smaller wins boost your confidence and reinforce the positive habits necessary for accountability. Staying focused also means learning to manage distractions and guard your time. Techniques like time blocking, minimizing interruptions, and practicing mindfulness can help sharpen your concentration. Regularly revisiting your why and keeping your goals visible makes it easier to stay disciplined. A strong sense of purpose and focus are key to maintaining accountability and ensuring that your energy is directed toward achieving what matters to you. Building accountability structures provide the external support needed to stay on track. One effective structure is regular check ins with an accountability partner or group. These check ins create a sense of commitment beyond yourself, where you're motivated to follow through on your goals because someone else is holding you accountable. Whether through weekly meetings, daily progress reports, or online updates, these systems create external pressure to stay committed to your goals. Public commitments are another powerful structure. When you announce your goals to a broader audience, whether to your social circle or at work or online, you create a sense of public accountability. Knowing that others are aware of your goals can push you to stay on track, as failing to follow through can lead to a loss of credibility or disappointment. Public commitments make your accountability more visible and often more effective. Lastly, using tools like project management software or progress tracking apps provides a structured way to monitor your progress. These tools make it easier to track deadlines, measure results, and stay organized. A robust accountability structure combines these elements: personal check ins, public declarations, and progress tracking tools. To ensure that you're consistently moving toward your goals, the more structured your accountability framework, the more likely you are to achieve sustained success. Periodic evaluation is a crucial aspect of accountability. Without regular assessments, it's easy to continue working on something that may not be delivering the desired results. By setting aside time for evaluation, whether monthly, quarterly, or at major milestones, you can take stock of what's working, what isn't, and what needs to change. This reflection ensures that your efforts remain aligned with your overall goals and prevents you from wasting time on activities that aren't effective. Adjusting your strategy is often necessary to accommodate changing circumstances or new insights. Flexibility is key here. Just because a particular approach worked at one point doesn't mean it will continue to be effective. Evaluating progress allows you to tweak your methods, whether it's adjusting timelines, reallocating resources, or shifting priorities. The ability to pivot and adapt your strategy ensures that you remain accountable even in the face of unexpected challenges or setbacks. Accountability also involves holding yourself to a high standard when evaluating your performance. Be honest with yourself about whether you're truly making progress or just going through the motions. Having a clear evaluation process through measurable metrics, reflection, and feedback from others keeps you on track and ensures that your efforts are producing the results you want. Regular evaluations are the final step in a continuous loop of goal setting, action, reflection, and adjustment that keeps accountability strong over time. And that brings us to the end of fundamentals for business owners. The biggest thing I want you to take away from this lesson is that success in business is not built from one big dramatic move. It is built through clear goals, consistent habits, better decisions, strong support systems, honest reflection, and the willingness to adjust your strategy as you grow. You do not need to have everything figured out before you begin, but you do need to build the kind of structure that helps you keep going. That means knowing what you are working toward, protecting your time, tracking your progress, communicating clearly, managing your energy, and surrounding yourself with people and systems that help you stay accountable. Business ownership will test you. It will stretch your confidence, your focus, your emotional resilience, and your ability to lead yourself. But every time you practice these fundamentals, you become more capable. You become less reactive and more intentional. You become less overwhelmed and more organized. You become less dependent on motivation and more anchored in structure. So before you move on, take a moment to ask yourself, where do I need more clarity? Where do I need better habits? Where do I need stronger accountability? And what is one small action I can take today to move my business forward? Because that is how real progress happens. One clear decision, one aligned action, one better system at a time. Thank you for watching.